Oh, wait a minute. I cannot do coffee without... Alright, welcome guys to this quick video. The hair's a mess, but that's okay. We're just going to barrel through what we're talking about today, which is a quick coffee hack that you guys can be doing that I'm pretty sure you probably haven't thought of or heard of. I didn't find this on the internet anywhere. It was just something that I decided might be a good idea. One thing that I oftentimes am consuming is creatine monohydrate. This is a supplement made to saturate your muscle creatine stores and to provide more ATP to your muscle fibers. So I take this pretty much every day because I drink coffee every day. And before I would throw it in my protein shake. And that tasted pretty disgusting. It tasted pretty grainy. Oh, also make sure you're getting the monohydrate. If you get any other different kinds, some of them can have a sulfuric taste like battery acid. So monohydrate, one is the most researched upon version of creatine, but it is also the least disgusting tasting one. Other than that, brands don't really matter. Creatine is one of the cheapest supplements that you can get. And so yeah, I stopped putting it in my protein shakes. I was like, okay, might as well take it with my pre-workout. Well, one, I quit taking pre-workout, but when I did do it, it still had that sand taste. And for some reason, no matter how well you mix it, even if you have a blender bottle with a shaker ball, it just doesn't seem to do the trick. It settles at the bottom. That last chug you give it, you're gonna be like, oh gosh. So I have a pretty phenomenal solution to it. Basically what we're gonna be doing is just putting a scoop of creatine at the bottom of your coffee pot before you brew your coffee. What this does is you get a full dose, especially if you're making coffee on a daily basis. A couple things to just remember. There's kind of a certain order that you wanna do it. I've tried different ways. Some have certainly worked better than others. First, you wanna take your coffee pot and you wanna fill it with water to the desired amount of how many cups you want, and then you will pour out the water into the coffee machine. If you guys do pour over coffee, I know that's kind of trendy right now, this will be a little bit different. You'll just start with the creatine at the bottom of the pot that you set underneath your pour over stand. Do not put the creatine in the pot before you pour in water, and do not mix it in with the water. You want to have the coffee mixed with the creatine. So once you've poured out your water into the coffee machine, you're all set to go. Just take off the lid, take a scoop of creatine or two if you're on a loading phase, and then just plop it at the bottom of the coffee pot. You can spread it around a little bit. Don't worry too much, because something about brewing coffee, either the heat, it's probably the heat, or something else. Honestly, the creatine just kind of dissolves into the coffee. You can't even see it anymore, which is phenomenal, because with the protein shakes and with the pre-workout, you could always see these white flecks just floating around. You're like, oh, I'm gonna drink that, and that's pretty disgusting. Black coffee is pretty dark, but you can generally see through it a little bit, and there's no white specks of the creatine. And when you're drinking your cup of coffee, you're never ever gonna taste it. And that's the biggest thing. When you get to the bottom of your cup, there's no sand layer at the bottom. It's not like a lake, you know, where there's water and then at the bottom of it there's that sand. No, it's actually pretty pleasant. Let me know what you guys think of this method of trying creatine. Let's check to see if we have any comments from my last video. So the last video I made was a workout fitness video, and from Ruben, he said, I can't wait to be able to say to people in the future I was subbed to him when he only had 50 subs. That's pretty cool. I'm glad to see that you guys are supporting me, sticking with me, and hopefully, yeah, that's definitely the goal, is to make this channel grow so that I can influence more people and hopefully inspire more people, giving these tips, sharing these funky tricks like the creatine and the coffee with more people. Scott Bishop said, thanks for the training ideas. Definitely gonna try these out this week while on quarantine. Well, I'm glad. Scott's one of my close friends. He and I are training partners when it comes to Ninja Warrior, and I'm glad that I can motivate him. I got a few direct messages from other people expressing that, hey, the workout video was super informative, very well done, and that people are gonna be trying these tips. So it's really good to see that my fitness routine and my kind of adaptation through these crazy times has been able to inspire and to help motivate other people to stay in shape and to invest in themselves. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Who knows if the daily uploads are going to continue. Hopefully they will, especially if I'm doing shorter videos like this. Throw some comments in the section below if you want them to be featured in my next video, or if you just want to start a conversation. And I'm going to go make some coffee now with some creatine. We will see you guys later.